Okie dokie. I'm gonna see if this kilobytes per second goes up. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be angry. So I was talking last night when I was streaming Custom Robo that I was thinking I would stream Battle Network 4, the ultimate, streamer rage bait game. I've only played it a couple of times, so I'm not like a Battle Network 4 expert. Battle Network 5 is my one that I might call myself an expert at. I will be using guides and stuff.
Take it away, operator.
Because I'm not such a masochist that I would try to play this game without guides. And I'm starting a new game. Blue Moon version because Proto Soul. I mostly play Team Colonel when I play 5, so this is the only time. I mean, I've played Team Proto Man before, though. But okay. Sorry to you people watching, but we're doing medium screen. Naxa. Shilly. These names are terrible. Best way to get rid of this asteroid? Mega Man tournaments. Who could that be? Oh, okay. I thought it was just a picture of a male above his bed, but it's Lan and male. So the reason I have picked Battle Network 4 to stream. So a while back I tried to stream Battle Network 5 and gave up because I just wasn't feeling it. And the thing about 4 is that the thing about Battle Network 4 is that it sucks. But so when I was a kid, I had Battle Network 5 as my main one that I played. I think it was the first one I had. My brother had 3. And then I got 5, and then later I got 2 and 3. But 5's the only one I ever beat as a kid. I've beaten them all now. And so the thing is, Battle Network 4 is weird because it's kind of terrible, like, structure-wise, and any chance I can do more Master Duel gameplay? Yeah, I could probably do that sometime. I've been playing Master Duel recently. I mean, I haven't been quite into the meta game. The best decks have been boring to me recently, but I have been playing kind of mediocre decks and lower ranks and stuff. And it's... What are my thoughts on Master Duel at this moment? Well, mostly what I just said. Not a big fan of, like, the recent meta decks. I think Draco Tail's in the next pack, and that deck has looked interesting to me. Yeah, Malice is boring. But I've been playing... most recently, I've been playing the, like, the a Diabellstar deck that's, like, you play Reasoning and you throw a bunch of spells and traps in the graveyard, and it's kind of a control deck. It's not spectacular, but it's fun. Okay, I know how to play Mega Man Battle Network. I don't need this tutorial. So the thing about Battle Network 4 is that I do like some of the changed mechanics from Battle Network 3, but like the chip pool is kind of weird, and the structure of the plot is kind of mediocre. So it's a weird combination of fun new mechanics. I messed that up. I messed that up too. Darn. If you actually time the full synchro well, you can beat this with just the chips they give you at the beginning. Like, the way full synchro encountering works is a cool upgrade. Oh, why did I skip that? Okay. I have to go and get a patch for the oven, I believe. So, I like Double Soul. Double Soul's really cool. I think I like it better than Styles from Battle Network 2 and 3. but it's unfortunate that this game was worse in a lot of ways than Battle Network 3. Because it is better in a lot of ways, but not ways that you actually spend a significant amount of time. Okay, but battling is a significant amount of time, but it's hard to build folders in any Battle Network game, like over the course of the story, because you kind of just have to grind. Plus, I think the encounter rate's higher in this game or something, which... But another thing is, like, dark chips are a cool idea, which they improve on in the Battle Network 5. Actually, I think I kind of like the way dark chips work in this game better. Well, no, because they're just absurdly powerful. I don't know. They're probably better in 5, in most ways. But in just a standard single-player playthrough, they're really not worth using. And I'm not going to use them in this playthrough. I prefer... I want to use souls. Although I've never really done a dark chip playthrough of either game. But, like, the whole evil chip thing is kind of interesting. I think the DS Navi chips are kind of worthless, because they aren't... They work different than the SP chips, but they aren't. You just have to but you only get to use the DS ones instead of being able to use the SP ones. And I think I heard somebody say you can't use the regular ones, but I don't know if that's true or not when you're Dark Soul. And hey, I got a counter. Ooh, that is excellent. Maybe I should grind out area grabs in this area. Except I can't remember. I think you have to jack out to respawn green mystery data. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was talking about Dark Soul and Dark Chips. They're a cool idea, but I think they're executed poorly, is the main thing. Because, like... Oh, I was talking about DS Navi chips. I've had a thought that in Battle Network 5, when they introduced Chaos Unison as a mechanic, you should be allowed to use the DS Navi chips, and maybe just all the evil chips, while you're Chaos Unison. Just to make them useful in a normal playthrough. And then I've got opinions on, like, you know, I could have killed this faster. Like, yeah, I think Chaos Unison should have in Battle Network 5 should have unlocked all the evil chips and stuff for you while you're using it. Copy damage is a good chip. Because there's so many things that are just... that are just more or less useless. Man, there's so many good chips this early on. I mean, none of these are outstanding, and they aren't like damaging chips or anything, but... But attack plus 10s are very important in BS folders. And also, since this is Blue Moon, you get Number Soul, but on your second playthrough, I think. And attack plus 10 is like the easiest to get bonus chip. I really thought he was going to attack there. Okay, have I explored the whole, this area's whole net? Man, I really cannot time that, Mator counter. How many guard A's do I have? 3. Let's replace... The Vulcan's a good chip, but having one code is better than having a lot of codes. Although actually, now that I'm thinking about it, even better than having fewer codes is not having mini bombs. Yeah, I have a lot of opinions about Battle Network. I've spent entirely too much time thinking about it as a game series. Okay, that's just not right. We're talking about the stove or the oven, not the microwave. That's another issue, and I guess it's mostly with the English version. This game has like the most bad translations of all of the Battle Network games, which are notoriously have some terrible lines in them. But like, okay, dark chips. I kind of like them appearing when you're hurt in this game and being like outside your folder, but they are entirely too powerful for what they are. So in a way, them being actual chips is better in 5. Oh, and actually the HP dropping. I feel like it should be reversible. Just as an RPG mechanic. You can't reverse your HP drop, as far as I know, in either of these games from using dark chips. And you should be able to. Just as a video game thing. Oh, I should jack into the doghouse. So, and of course, the most tedious thing about this game is the 3 playthroughs thing. Can I walk into people's houses? Looks like no. I already know about virus busting. What if I say no? Ooh. Well, actually, another thing that I find kind of annoying about the latter half of the series is that Gutsman is only in this game and mostly in Red Sun. I don't know if you actually get to fight him in this one. I don't think you do. Except that if you do, like, version connecting stuff. And I wish he was... I find it really regrettable that you don't fight him in 6, because it should be like... I don't know, it feels like an improper Battle Network send-off without a fight against Gutsman. Well, and one of my, if they were to ever make a Battle Network 7, which they easily could, because it's not like nothing has to happen in between the end of 6 and the epilogue of 6. If they ever made a Battle Network 7, I would want them to include the ability to fight, like, pretty much every Navi that ever appeared in the series, but especially, like, every ally Navi. Like, a Battle Network 7 that's just like a celebration of the series. What am I supposed to do here? Am I just supposed to talk to everybody, or am I just supposed to run to the end? either way, I have to rub my face along every wall and click A everywhere to get every upgrade. I do like this area as a concept. It's kind of a tedious area because it's like a line, but it's cool to go into like a big city in these games. And that's okay. Battle Network 4 has a lot of overworld areas. Now they're mostly gimmicky and spread across the entire world, but like a big city in whatever the name of the country is. Fake Japan. You don't see this sort of place in most of the Battle Network games. Can I go this way? Daddy might come back. That's a good line. Oh, it's Shade Man. Are there any... Ooh. Can I equip copy shot now? Or copy damage? Copy shot. That's Axel's move, I think. Ooh, that's a good one too. So I'm at 3 codes. One singular earphone. Virus is busting. These boomer viruses are also annoying. I don't know if guard actually works against these guys. Guess I can check. It does. Cool. Oh. Why did I select it in that order? So one of the things about 4 is that when I was a kid, I had 5 and played it the most. And so Battle Network 4 was like this mythical game I built up in my mind. Because it's like, wow, there's different double souls you can get. Tournaments. Like I'd read a summary on the Mega Man Wiki or something. And finally playing it, when I finally played it, it was like, oh wow, this game sucks. Oh, and also like, wow, they explained who Dr. Regal is and Nebula. And, like, honestly, this game makes Dr. Regal and Nebula worse than they were in 5. Like, 5 explains and even, like, retcons so much of this game way better than this game explains itself. Well, the thing about this tournament storyline is that it's almost identical to the tournament storyline of 3, but worse. Because, like, the individual scenarios have nothing to do with the tournament. It's a big speaker. The scenarios have basically nothing to do with the tournament. It's just, like, goofy crap happening. For no reason. Goofy crap happening for no reason. And, I mean, this series is goofy. Who could have done this? And I don't know why this is, but I do not like the music in this game. I mean, there are some good tracks, but like this. Now, obviously, the panic music in every Battle Network game is kind of repetitive, but I find this one really repetitive. And this song is kind of annoying too. It's not the worst song ever. Like, I don't know if any of these songs are, like, actually bad, or if I'm just associating them with playing this game for hours upon hours. Now, why I would subject myself to playing a game that I so obviously dislike... Oh, man. Basically because it's still Battle Network. Even if the scenarios and stuff are kind of tedious, this core gameplay loop is still quite fun. The ones I've played the most are 5. 5 is probably the one I've played the most. And then second most is probably 6, actually. Because 6 is, like, the perfection of this formula. Battle Network 3 is also really good. Nice. This is just unfair. Like, so many area grabs. Spreader Star. Actually, here's something I've wanted to talk about, but haven't really had anywhere to say it for a while. Back in the day, when you looked up Mega Man Battle Network, whatever number, on the internet, the way people would talk about it was really weird. Because they would, they would basically act like every game was just a continuation of the previous. I mean, they are plot-wise. But, like, this game doesn't have compression codes for the Navicust. But guides on the internet, instead of saying there are no compression codes or something like that, they would say all the Navicust parts are already compressed. Things like that. Or they'll be like, yeah, like they wouldn't treat them as individual games. They would treat them as almost like mods of the previous one. I really thought that canon was going to hit that Met. And another thing was, a not insignificant amount of people treated the anime and the games as though they were the same, when they are very different. Like, plot-wise, structure-wise, character-wise. What, I have to follow the street? Like, in the anime, Mega Man isn't Hub. And various other things. And you would go onto these internet places talking about the games, and people would bring up the anime as though it had anything to do with the game. Okay, it does have something to do with the games, because the setting and characters are similar and named the same. But it was weird back in the day, because, like, I don't know what that is supposed to do for me. So I officially have 2 codes in my folder, so that's pretty good. Wow, such useful and wonderful chips. And another thing people would say So, like, instead of saying, like, Hub Batch was removed from this game, they would say, you can't get Hub Batch in this game, or... I can't remember. People would talk about it as though all this content from the previous game was still in the game. You just couldn't get it. When it's like, no, it's just a different game. Which is kind of cool how people were, you know, so into the world that they couldn't conceive that these are different games. Can you get over there, or do you have to... I think you have to get something special to get over there. Oh, that could have gone better. What does that do? Oh, okay. Worthless. Maybe not worthless, but inconsequential. Longsword E. Giving you a longsword E is just like, it's just a mockery. When has anyone ever used anything besides longsword S? Or occasionally L? Where's this go? Oh, this is town area too. Oh, that's really good. Let me explore this area some more before I go to that pathway. And I mean, a lot of the fun of Battle Network is just kind of wandering around. And there's a lot of that to do in this game. How did I take 5 damage? Or no, 25 damage. Cannon Star. Alright, I'm putting 1 Cannon B back in my folder. That doesn't need to be here. And I'm gonna put Cannon Star in. Alright, now I have a Program Advance. I don't think there's anything down there. Alright. This hand is terrible. Oh. Well, I didn't consider that the mystery data would be destroyed by the boomerang. I have a bit of an addiction to sword chips, and it's mostly because they make S folders so easy to. Yeah, this music's also annoying. And you know, this game has a really good intro. Like, up to this point, this game is mostly tolerable. What was I saying? I can't remember. Before I said this game's mostly tolerable up to this point. I said the music was annoying. I don't know. I can't remember. But the plot of this game, the actual plot and not the tournament scenarios is halfway decent. Like, it's no masterpiece. But... Oh, I was talking about swords. Yeah, they make the S code so easy to obtain, and especially 5, but 4 also. And the life sword PA is so easy. Well, and actually, that's something to say about Battle Network 4. There aren't a ton of monocode program advances. Now, 5 has the issue of, like, having 4 S-code advances or something, which is probably too many. Too many of one code, but it's like... It's hard to fit program advances in your folder in this game, because there aren't too many that are single code. And to be fair, they did want to make I think that their goal was to make program advances less good. That's backwards. Oh, and here's something that's really good about Battle Network 4. Even though they're nothing, you do get to fight normal and heal navis in an actual fight screen. Like, this fight is nothing, but it's cool that you actually get to fight them. And that's something I wish they kept in the later games. Before this, everyone was just having their navis talk to them out loud. On the train. Everybody was just being rude and having their phones blast music. Or at least Lan was. This dungeon kind of sucks, too. But it's not terrible. It's just that the gimmick is kind of boring. But boring gimmicks are forgivable. Can't remember what this music note does. That music note's really annoying. Okay, I think I've gotten all the mystery data. Because it's basically just luck whether or not you actually run into the cyber bats. Is why this gimmick kind of sucks. And actually, if I have one complaint about the Battle Network series, which is not really a complaint, it's that there's a lot of depth and interesting things you can do with the battle system, but you have to more or less 100% the game before you can actually experiment with that depth. I mean, obviously you can experiment somewhat before that. How many bats am I supposed to find? 2. Okay, 2 left. They should turn off the viruses when the sonar's going. Actually, that's one thing that, this game... I'm sure this isn't the only Battle Network like this, but this one has a lot of annoying enemies. Ooh, 0. Four Cyberbats. Yes. I was complaining about Longsword E earlier. But now I've got Longsword S. Guard sucks. Wait, did I have another S code there? No. And one of my problems with the latter half of this series, particularly 4, is that the way I play these games, well, that was a mistake. I really like program advances, and they're less accessible, and, well, less accessible is wrong. Building your folder around them is a lot harder because you can only use them once. Each individual one once. In this latter half of the series. Ooh, that's good. So you're really, and this is on purpose, of course, because they wanted people to not just be spamming program advances, which I understand. They wanted people to engage with the more tactical combat mechanics in the after 3. Because, like, my post-game folder for 3 that I made the most recent time I played it, which I think was last year, was just designed to spam the double hero program advance over and over and over again. Which, if you haven't played that game, or you don't know that program advance, it just hits the whole field for like 800 damage. And obviously that's kind of a boring gameplay loop once you actually get into post-game stuff. Well, okay, that's kind of a boring program loop, is what I'll say about that. Or, not program loop, combat loop, gameplay loop. Or at least it can be boring. I don't know. It feels like, to me though, it feels like a reward for playing the game all that way, is that you have this busted folder that slaughters everything. And yeah, in these games they implemented full synchro. The forms are far more tactically minded than like styles were. So they really wanted you to engage with the more... They wanted you to engage with more mechanics, especially in the post-game. These stupid bats appear in random locations, which is just it's a bad dungeon gimmick. It's not the most egregious thing because it's short and simple, but I probably could have gotten an S rank if I didn't move to the middle row. Okay, I think that was the last one. Oh, man. Okay, yep. I don't think I'd saved yet, like at all. And I've been playing for an hour. So something interesting. So people love to talk about like what games are canon and stuff, as far as the version split games. And for a while, people were like, "Okay, this one's canon if you play this sixth one, and this one's canon if you play this sixth one," because like Shuko and Fireman, Mr. Match. Aquaman and Fireman scenarios. But the thing is that Legend of Network, I think, or maybe it's the other one, Phantom of Network, one of those two, the phone games, which I guess their canonicity is debatable, since even this game's canonicity is debatable as well. There it is. There's the line. Legs go. Now, I believe I can't even damage him, and this battle is just a cutscene. Which I think that might be the only time they ever do that in the series, is these fights against Shade Man. Proto Man being a version exclusive in 4 and 5, in addition to Gutsman, is also kind of lame. I mean, I understand why, because they wanted Proto Soul and they wanted the souls to be version exclusive only. But well, and actually, yeah, Proto Man should be. And I guess they did with Proto Man in 6 what I was saying I wish they did with Guts Man. They made him like the super final boss, or the super boss, optional fights type thing. And I wish Guts Man was included too, because it's like, Guts Man and Proto Man should be fightable in every game. No, don't touch it, Mega Man. Um... wonder if I have enough chips to do this. The whole dark chip thing is kind of weird. But the whole internet working the way it does is kind of weird too, so... Alright, I'm gonna explore around and try and find some mystery datas or whatever. Basically, I mean, I'm gonna jack into every comp. I don't think I've got her code yet. Yeah. Really? No mystery data inside of her comp? I like how she has a rug with her face on it. maybe there's just the one prog. Okay, I probably can't get the link until I have the P code. Or maybe I don't get a link from her at all. I don't know, I haven't played this game that much. Man, why would you even play video games in the Battle Network world? Your life is a video game. You've got net navies. It's interesting that Dex, it's Koetsu. Wait. Lark, okay. I wasn't really reading. Koetsu the Cyber Sage. Huh, can I really not make a link here either? Weird. AC/DC 2. Is this the one that had... Yeah. I really need the Navi customizer. Sweet. I believe that's 4 area grabs. Yep. And goodbye guard. Alright. Next day. I find it interesting that Dex plays Shoki. He's a deeper character than at first he seems. So here's another sort of complaint I have about Battle Network as a whole, which interestingly they fixed in the phone games, to whatever extent that it's actually a problem. If you're good at the game, you don't get very much Zenny. Because the high ranks reward battle chips, and low ranks reward Zenny. The phone games, Phantom of Network and Legend of Network, you always got Zenny for beating a battle. High ranks reward battle chips on top of that. And bug frags too, I think. So here's what I don't understand. I believe that the Legend Legacy Collection changed nation. I don't remember the letter, but they changed the letter for the nation. And I don't know why they did that, because it doesn't really matter. I'd have to check to make sure that that's true, but I'm pretty sure it did. We shoot a giant laser at the asteroid. Is it a different color now? Probably not. Maybe I'm just expecting Battle Network 5's color scheme. They're not selling anything yet. So, the reason I picked blue, I think I already said this, but I want Proto Soul, because Proto Soul is fun, because I like to use sword chips. But I also... I played red the first time, because I wanted Roll Soul and Gut Soul, and Search Soul, because I planned on playing Team Colonel. Because when the Legacy Collection came out, I played through all the games in order. And I think that was the first time I'd ever played through 4 completely. Was there a prog to put a banner down? Doesn't look like it. So I played through red because Gut Soul and Roll Soul, like they feel like the it almost feels like a reward for playing the games to this point, because like Gutsman and Roll are around for so long, and it just feels cool to get their power, or however you want to describe it. And luckily, the first time I played through that game, I got those 3 souls, and so I didn't have to play a second run because I didn't care about the other souls. Oh, I think this is the wrong way. Oh, man. The counter's supposed to stop him from attacking. I haven't gotten any program advances yet. There, canon name. Well, and one thing I think they really wanted to expand the multiplayer a bit in these later games, because like there's a lot more multiplayer mechanics and chips, which is fine. Lots of people love the multiplayer, and I would probably like it too if I actually ever played it. But it's weird because it's like a single-player RPG with multiplayer attached to it. Okay, AC/DC area. Okay, so here's another complaint that's basically about all battle networks, but this kind of does it the worst. They rely heavily on backtracking fetch quests, which, in the game's defense, they want you to fight the same viruses over and over again to make sure you can get their chips. This is Town Area 1. Okay, I thought that PC would send me out in Town Area 1, and I would backtrack to Cannon Star. Sweet. So I've got A, B, and 2 stars. So if I try to do Giga Cannon, I need the A, B, and a star. Alright, so now I have to look all over every AC/DC area for a guy. Whoa. That was weird. Do I have enough of any code to play with instead of the codes I'm using? Doesn't look like it. I'm using crack out, so I may as well replace one of them with double crack. I don't think he said which AC/DC area he's in. I just wanted to set up a triple delete. Okay, so he's in this area. It's probably not that way. Now I have to find a Navi who lies all the time. And, okay, here's one thing, though. This game starts employing the backtracking quests way too early. Like, I've already fully explored these areas. Granted, some people won't wander around to every corner of every area. Oh, you can get Invis in a green mystery data here? I won't grind that out because I'm probably going to walk through this area a million times. There's some really good chips that you can get right off the bat out of green mystery data. Area grab S and Invis. Obviously, I don't know too much about this game, although I think I've discovered that in every playthrough of this I've done, which is only like 1.5. And actually, overusing Invis in this game does make the game harder because of Mega Man DS. So I have something to admit, which I did say in the Custom Robo stream yesterday. Part of the reason why I decided to stream this game is because it's haha funny streamer rage bait. The problem with playing so many support chips. Because this game is not good. I mean, it's still Battle Network, so it's fine. But it could be way better than it is. It should have been way better than it is. Honestly, I should just check out and go the other way, because it must be 10 Area 1. But, like, searching for this guy, searching for random guys on the internet is no good. Buying and selling. Probably should have put Invis last, since I have Barrier. Okay. Slowly but surely, working my way down to its monocode. Except I'll probably leave the cannon, the Giga Cannon PA in there, even once I get enough chips to get rid of it. Panel grab stars being in mystery data is also pretty sweet. There's some good green mystery data in the early game in this game, is what I'm saying. Okay. I feel like I've been to every corner of every part of town. Oh, I haven't been to the bottom floor of town 2. So the reason sword chips are so addicting in these games is that they are the most powerful chips you have at the beginning of the game. And then they also come in, you get a bunch of them, and the S code is typically fairly good. Must be that guy down there. Wrong teleporter pad. Let's see if I can't get Life Sword. That's not Life Sword. They don't like Electown or high areas. And he's a liar, so it must be the opposite. I've always looked at the sprite in the emotion window for full synchro. I haven't been down here yet, so I want to see if... Nope, there's no mystery data or anything. Look, Matoris. So in Star Force, they changed the way countering works. Instead of full synchro, you get an extra card. It's different. It's a different way of doing the... It's a different way of rewarding counters. And it's kind of interesting. I was not expecting area grab. I could see this battle being really hard for like a kid. There it is. The life sword. The simplest PA, one of the easiest ones to get. They swing their pickaxes in joy. They remove their helmets? What do they look like without helmets? Ah. You know why I just jacked in? I was trying to jack out of being up on this bridge. I've saved the world 3 times. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, and they don't give you any hint besides that, but I think it's like the park and Dex's house. I hate Chisao. Maybe it's Yai's house. Yep. That was easy. But that's the most annoying thing I've ever seen. Just go and click on everything until you find it. At least the eye gives you a hint. OTTFFSS. What? What? I don't understand what I just did. What was that puzzle? See, this is an acceptable quest. Play the game. Why did I do that? These viruses that have guards up are so annoying. Especially before, I don't think I've even had a chance to get a breaking chip. The Dindome. The Dimmadome. She has no idea what we're here for, but she's excited. What are they waiting in line for? There's nobody... There's no line inside. And that code is for Battle Chip Challenge, I think. So, completely useless. Because, mainly because you'd have to play Battleship Challenge. Now that's interesting. I don't... Oh, she's an actual character. Sort of. In the other version. She has a unique sprite, is why I'm pointing that out. Or at least I think it's the other version. I don't think you get Fire Man in this one. I have to sneeze. Okay. That was a big sneeze. Good thing I muted the mic. Yeah. These guys move too fast. Ugh, I forgot that it did that. I think I might take... Oh, I should have shot the rock. I might take the Giga Cannon PA out. Because that'll make digging for Life Sword easier. Alright, now my folder kind of sucks, but it's one code now. And really the biggest problem with this game is the fact that you have to play it 3 times. At least. Like, it's a perfectly fine, if mediocre, Battle Network game the first time you play it. But I should have done Wide Sword first, and then Area Grab. Oh. Water chips. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna write that lotto number down because, well, what I usually do is after I beat the game, I'm gonna open up Notepad on my computer. What I normally do is that when I beat the game, I just insert all the lotto codes. Which I'll probably do after my first run. But using a lot of codes you find in game, perfectly acceptable and not cheating. Because I like to do the story mode pure mostly, if you know what I mean. Which is to say, no trading, no know lotto codes, etc. But I think lotto codes you find over the course of the game are perfectly acceptable to put in, because that's why they're there. I have to reiterate what I said earlier about the music. It's very bland in this game, and I don't know why. Like, it's very upbeat, always. So it's kind of, I don't know, it gets repetitive. And it's sort of, it's like the beginnings of good songs. Good old Spoutman. Except I think he's Aquaman. Who's Ponta? This better not be... This better be not horrible. Alright, and this is the most egregious part. Is the tournament scenarios. I just realized I haven't saved in like an hour, so I'm gonna save the next moment I'm able to. Oh, is it the ghost girl? Very subtle. I assume that tile is the sun in the other version. Honestly, I think I've played this scenario like 3 times, and I like it better every time. Just the ghost girl, yeah. To spoil it for anybody who hasn't played it. Okay. I mean, the backtracking is silly, but the story is fun. For this, the backtracking is kind of annoying, is what I mean, not silly. But the actual story of the scenario is kind of fun. Except it's like, go to every area and walk around until you find something. Ooh, 2000 Zenny. So I believe that's saying over there is one. But that's worthless. Recovery 10 star. I think I like that better than Crackout. Crackout is such a... I don't know. I guess it's nice because it blocks Mature attacks. But it's such a meh chip to use. Okay. Yahoo! What do I get for that? Oh, I don't get something? Lame. Okay, that's really good. I probably need to come through this area a billion times to grind that. Dang it. Too early. Okay, so I think that I've been through this whole area. Did I walk over here to the... Did I go up there? Okay, that's not an accessible area. That's a problem with this net, is that there's these tournament exclusive zones, so it's like, can I go over there? Nope. Although I don't know if that one specifically is one of those. Actually, I probably should have just grabbed the longsword and gone up. And, you know, actually hit something. That would help too. But this, Life Sword, that's what it's all about. I have life sorted so many times in my life. That's why it's called Life Sword. The Life Sword lifestyle. I think there's one over here. That's pleasant. Although I probably should have just saved the long sword, because it's not like I need the life sword. I said I was going to save and I didn't. Maybe I did. I don't remember. How much does the spreader star cost? 3,200? I think there's one Navighost per area, but I'm not sure. Nope, I'm wrong. You'd think there would be one Navighost per area. Nice. I think we're gonna go buy that spreader star. Except I shouldn't have, Oh, okay. Thanks, man. You made it so I wouldn't destroy the mystery data. $2,000 zenny again. Gotta love those mystery data, those battle mystery datas. Because I think money is really scarce in this game. Scarce? Okay, there's only one spreader star at this chip shop. What's this guy say? Guess I didn't go that way, although I don't think there's probably not one over there. But I'll grab that mystery data. Can't remember, does spreader only hit once? Yes. think after this tournament scenario, the Ghost Girl scenario, I'll look into grinding for a couple of chips and maybe do that. I know that's kind of boring to stream, but I don't know, I feel like streaming the game and not doing things off stream. But only a couple of chips. I think Cannon Stars were in Green Mystery Data. Maybe they weren't, but I think they were. Or maybe they were battle rewards or something. Panel Grab Star. May as well get 2 more of that. And Invis Star. And I'll see if there's a way to grind for Longsword S, but there probably isn't. They kind of restrict getting more of that to pretty late game. Typically. Although this game let you get 4 area grab S's right off the bat, so maybe it's a bit different. Oh, the Airshot Star also. That's a Green Mystery Data. So I think having 4 of that would be really good. Ah, I got hit. Okay. I was a little slow on that. Okay, I'll give some credit to this game, because I was saying its chip selection is pretty bad, and I think it's the late game where its chip selection being bad shows, because Duo is a pain. But being able to get Cannon Stars and Airshot Stars and area grabs so early means that the early game chip selection is pretty good. Better than I was giving it credit for. Spreader L. Nice. Don't need this. Navi Ghosts. What even is this? Actually, I kind of have headcanoned Battle Network to be more in line with Star Force. Like, this world makes more sense if Navis and stuff are EM beings. Like, it explains why they don't function like, you know, actual data things. Because they aren't. They aren't like, it makes more sense if you, like, think about it as though it's interacting in the same type of world as Star Force. It doesn't fix everything, but it fixes some. This folder would be a lot better with Number Soul, except you don't get that till the beginning of the second run. Oh, why did I not grab a sword? I was thinking about it, and then I didn't, and I had area grab. That's why I was thinking about it. I was like, hey, I'll try to get life sword, because I can't hit him now. Or long sword. Although I don't know why I would want life sword. I probably should have just... It doesn't matter. I beat the virus. These guys. That's a good reaction to getting exercised. What's your problem? No, I probably should have just... It doesn't matter. Darn, that goes away before you can hit him with your buster. I wanted to kill the boomer with the cannon, but I messed up like twice right then. Don't know why I'm saving for a life sword when there's only one enemy who moves in a very predictable pattern, but I just have an addiction to life sword. Wow, 50 whole zennies? Oh, it must be down on the bottom level. Or maybe it's right here. That's a pretty good combo. Guess I haven't gotten rid of them all yet. Okay, I'm clearly having fun streaming this game because it's been 2.5 hours and I'm not like tired, but I do need to go probably in 30 minutes. I didn't go up here. Alright, only one area left that I'm able to go to. You know, I was complaining about pixel hunts earlier and various things like that. And even though this is one of those, I think because the reward is a battle, it doesn't feel as bad as some of them can. You blew up my mystery data. And yes, I just called the end of the pixel hunt a reward. But, like, battles are why you play this game. So, it's fun to get battles. I mean, other than random virus battles can be annoying, especially if it's a set of opponents that you've fought a million times already. AC/DC. Check the middle of AC/DC Park. Okay, I'll do that. I'm gonna sacrifice this mystery data in the name of... I should have shot it before I did that. That was stupid. Getting lots of bubblers, which is nice. Probably should have picked the copy damage faster. Before. I'm getting low on HP. I'm not being careful enough. Invis stars are free if you get lucky, so probably just HP memory from this guy. Have I not been everywhere? I guess that guy said go to the middle of AC/DC Park, so maybe there's a ghost in the real world? Oh, nope. Okay. So I guess I just have to re-go through every single area and make sure I didn't miss anything. Although I feel like it would be town area is where I would have missed it. Okay, how do I actually get to the next area? It's over here. These guys move way too fast. Like most other opponents in this game, or in Battle Network, there's a second right after the battle begins before they move, but these guys move instantly. And I always kind of forget that. Because, like, okay, I'm going to mash out area grab to take the front panels. Sweet. How do you get over there? Doesn't matter because I don't even have an unlocker, but there must be an invisible path or something. Got a boomer. I always do that too early. Okay. Is it over here? Is it in here? Surely it's not in here. That would just be silly. I don't think it's in here. Is it up here? It has to be somewhere, right? Okay, I thought I had checked over here, but I guess I'll check again. Energy bomb. I checked this area, though. I should have just picked cannon. Why would I? Okay. Once again, my life sword addiction comes through. If I have sword, wide sword, long sword, I can't just not use it. And I thought I checked down here everywhere, but I guess I'll check again. Maybe it's somewhere in AC/DC area. I shouldn't have killed that mystery data. Oh well. Okay. Thought I checked everywhere in this next area, too. If he is over here, I'll be mad because I left this area thinking I had checked everything. Larks are really annoying. The wide shot. I have trouble dealing with it. Thought it would be the middle one that has the ramp down. Okay, it must be an AC/DC area somewhere then. Thought I had gone everywhere in AC/DC area, but I guess I hadn't. Alright. Yeah, and this sort of... Like I said earlier that I like that this scenario is not the worst, most egregious scenario, but it is the sort of thing where you can easily miss and have to do it all over again. I mean, I'm not having to do it all over again, because I don't have to do the fights again, but... Oh, did I go this way? Okay, there's nothing there. That would be very close to where another one was. It's kind of impressive how quickly I got together a reasonable folder. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's a set of chips that are good. Okay, I got the one that was behind this guy. Although actually I feel like I went through every portion of this area several times. Plus, like, losing access to your really cool post-game folder and suddenly playing with cannons and swords again. Can put a little damper on a new game. You have to have a little bit of time to decompress after beating a Battle Network game. Because I think the last time I tried to play this, I had just finished 100%ing Battle Network 3. Probably should have done sword, cannon, sword. But it worked out. If I go through the entire next area and still don't find it, I'm opening a guide. Although I feel like I already walked through this area like twice. Okay, let me go down to this thing over here. Okay, did I go this way? Did I go over here? Surely I went... Wow. Now I just feel like an idiot. Actually, it's panel grab, not area grab, so I can't actually... kill this with the longsword. Alright, cool. Killed all the ghosts. Gotta go to my match. The grade school net battler. Not guy who saved the world from life virus, gospel, and alpha. her last battle. That's really cool. I like that way that they make the guys appear, and this music's really good. This is the best. I take it all back. This is the best Battle Network game. Okay. That's where I'm going to call it for now, because I have things to do. Thanks for watching. I'll be streaming again soon. So, yeah. Catch me on that. See ya.